a state of mind. When you're with family, you feel the aloha. When you're with friends, you feel the aloha. When you're on the beach, the sun's your aloha. And it'll breathe the kiss of aloha. Aloha is a state of mind. 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 A state of mind. A state of mind. A state of mind.
Aloha! My podcast. And I believe we are live. Welcome out to the Aloha State of Mind podcast. It is, let's see, Tuesday, is it September 29th? Dang, we almost
September
October
29th already.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So,
Jeez.
welcome out everyone tuning in from Facebook on Freeze page, also YouTube, and we also are streaming live on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be sure to follow it on Twitch, but it's Aloha State of Mind Podcast. With an S, not a podcast. It's a podcast, POS, because I didn't double check the URL before I put it in there, and I spelt it wrong. And we got to have that for at least 2 months before they let us change it. So it's all good. We got to send a shout out to DJ Rude Dog tuning in from Honolulu. Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Rude Dog? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Mitchapalooza jumping in the chat as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. We don't have a guest tonight, so it's just kind of like a free for all and all for one and one for all and every man for himself.
Right.
But no.
So
no
right now we
topics.
got Mark Easy. We keep forgetting to introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Well, everyone in here knows us already, but in case you didn't know,
Oh,
my
really?
name is Mark Easy. You can follow me right there on that Instagram at Mark Easy. That's Mark with a C and Easy with a Z. I'm complicated like that.
And I'm DJ Free. How you doing, everybody? I know that a lot of people, well, everybody that comes to our channel knows us already.
Right.
But some people, they're gonna look at our shows later on, like 2-3 years from now when we get big, and they're like, "Oh, these guys started off small. They have like 1 million followers now." But back then, they only had literally 100 subscribers. We broke the 3-digit mark.
Oh, we did?
Yay!
I didn't even look.
Yeah, I just saw it right now.
I did not even look to see if we broke it. That's
Right.
funny. What are we at?
So we got
Exactly 100?
subscribers. Yeah.
Are we at exactly
Uh,
100?
Exactly 100.
Okay, nobody unsubscribe then. Don't be a yes, okay, and unsubscribe. Okay.
If you don't like us, just turn off the notification, but keep subscribing.
Hey, we
But
gotta
yeah,
send a shout out.
just in case,
Quick
you know.
shout out to Joel tuning in from Las Vegas. My boy Joe, Las Vegas, and also DJ Aqua Tech is here on Facebook. So Nicole Williams is also here on Facebook. So yeah, we're breaking into the 3 digits. Big time now. Big time. Shaka,
Yeah,
big time.
yeah.
Watch out. Watch
Yeah.
out. Big whoop.
But yeah, so later on, a couple years from now, when you're looking at this, podcast, what number are we on, by the way?
I believe this is like 42 or 43.
Yeah, something like that, man. We're booking it now.
Yeah.
We got Mark Easy and myself, DJ Free. We do this because we want to share the Aloha. We want to spread the Aloha spirit all over the world. And a lot of times, especially in these days and ages, there's a lot of people that just are so triggered by frustration that they take it out in anger. And every once in a while, you got to step back and just be like, you know what? None of this matters. Just let all the bad, negative stuff go and just spread the love. So That's why we do this podcast.
Yeah, we just want to bring a little bit of the Aloha spirit to all around the world, and just spotlight people who are doing positive things, creating positive vibes, and touching positive lives, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Dude, Rude Dog's like, oh, that's your studio, Mark. That's your studio. Yeah, that's his studio, man. Deep in the heart of San Diego.
Yeah.
That's Candido. So look good, huh? Look at mine, like horrible. Everything without I tell you right now, without this backdrop, you'd see just the mess that's in my room.
It's all good though. It's all good.
Yeah, well, before we get into any conversation, I'd like to take a moment. My good friends and mentors here in Las Vegas, Chandler Rice passed away, and like earlier today, actually. So I'm kind of numb today. So if I'm not as happy and joyful, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to be, because he was a happy, joyful guy. He was a local comic book shop owner. He does CGC, which is the comic book grading service.
Right.
He's such a great guy. Without him, I wouldn't have done San Diego. Without him, I wouldn't have done New York City or New York Comic Con, Denver Comic Con, all of these big Comic Con. I wouldn't have met a lot of industry legends like Todd McFarlane, like Spawn, Jim Lee,
Right.
Stanley. I got to sit in Stanley's house while he was signing and everything. He's a left-handed guy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that without Chandler I wouldn't be able to do, and so I wanted to just give a little honor to him. Tell him thank you for everything he's done. But yeah, like he was a great guy, and he's going to be very, very missed. Not just in the comic community here in Vegas, but basically around the world, because he was international. But also, on a personal level, he was a great guy. I worked with him so many years, about 6 years or so, 6 or 7 years, and he's always been great to me. And I just wanted to give him a shout out to Chandler Rice. Rest in peace, rest in love, and rest in aloha. So for everybody out there, just give a little moment for him. But yeah, so I just wanted to get that out of the way so that we can focus on brighter, better things, because that was his way of doing things. So let's keep that going. He actually loved Hawaii, dude. Every time we did a show in Hawaii, he would take another week out there with his wife,
Right.
and they would go scuba diving. Now this guy is pushing 360, 370, just a big burly guy, and like he had like that what you call that, Hulk Hogan type mustache.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a real man. And so he had to shave that off to go down, but he was certified professional, like almost a professional diver. I think he was certified to go like 150 feet.
Damn.
Which is insane. Yeah, like he could go, dude. And so I was like, 150 feet. Like how do you come up? He's like, you got to go by levels, or else your body, the pressure on your body, it's called the bends, and you can die if you come up, too fast.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he knew how to do levels and all that stuff. So, he loved life, and he loved, being around people that love comics and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy thought. He lost his battle with cancer, and it's something that we all we knew, because a couple of months ago is when he got a brain tumor taken out, and he was going through chemo. And he was after surgery, he called me up, and he was very sprite. He was very like energetic. He's like, yeah, when this pandemic lifts, we're gonna be doing New York, we're gonna do Denver. I'm gonna get a table, and he actually asked me, like, where have you not been? And I said, I haven't been. I want to do Chicago. I want to do Toronto, which is Canada. And I want to do Emerald City. And he's like, you know what? We're putting that on the schedule. We're going to make that happen. Let's put on the schedule for next year. If this pandemic lifts and we have time to do it, we're doing them all. Right. So, I mean, he was looking forward to stuff. It just, sometimes things happen and things go south, and we all just kind of got to deal with it. There's a lot on Facebook right now, right about like people saying, all the good things about him and everything.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, he was a gruff guy. He don't take no crap from nobody. But he was very fair. Like, in business, if you try to take too much of the pie, he'd be like, hey, you're only supposed to take this much. I take this much. He takes that much. That's the deal. And so he wouldn't let you get away with anything. So, again, but such a good guy, such a great guy. So, yeah. But, yeah, so, what did you do today? Did you watch TV today?
No, I haven't watched TV in quite a while for some reason. So, and that's
You know what was on, right?
huh?
You know what was on tonight, right?
Was on.
It was the 2020 presidential debate, the first one of the season, and everybody on Facebook and Twitter and everybody was like lighting it up. You did you even know that?
I don't even pay attention to any kind of political thing because I think it's all like predetermined. Like I have my own conspiracy theories that I don't want to put on anybody, but I don't think it matters what we say or what we do or how we vote. I don't think it really matters. Like I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So I just think like no matter who we want, we could vote it in, and it could we could have all the votes, but that's not how it works. You know what I mean? As the electoral colleges and whatever they call it, they pick it. You know what I mean? The representatives who we pick them. You know what I mean? Our vote is supposed to sway our electoral votes, but it doesn't have to. They could just be like, I don't want to listen to you guys. I don't want to listen to like 5 million people. I just want to vote for whoever paid me the most.
See, honestly, I totally agree with that. The electoral college actually the one that vote in the president. And the thing is, a lot of people, including myself, I ain't gonna pretend that I'm an angel. A lot of people, including myself, don't know who the electoral college is. We don't. If you put a gun to my head and said, "Name me one person in the electoral college," I'd be like, "Dude, just pull the trigger," because I don't know shit. And so, yeah, I mean, it's basically one of those. We're gonna let the American people think that their vote counts, but I got a knife stabbing in the back at the same time. But yeah, no, dude. Like apparently, Trump just wouldn't shut up. It got to the point where Biden actually said, "Oh, shut up, man!" Like, like he actually said it out loud. That's how childish this 70-year-old man versus this other 70-year-old man. Like they're arguing, and the rest of the world is like, these two guys are idiots.
Yeah, and that's our choices.
I'm not gonna the way, I'm not gonna support Biden or Trump because they're both have their stupidities.
Right.
But I mean, this debate, from what I hear, I didn't watch the debate, because I didn't have to. I was on Facebook just reading everybody's. Oh my God, I'm losing brain cells. Oh my God, this is so stupid. All this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people out there that believe in the political system, but that's all messed up. Anyway, we got Monroe. I gotta say what's up to him. He's gonna be going on his honeymoon soon, I think. If not, if he didn't already, I think he's going on his honeymoon. And yeah, I just gotta say what's up to him. So
that's cool. Yeah. Rudy said electoral votes is a bogus system. Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable about it. I kind of know what it is and kind of know how it works. I just know what I know is just that how our government is. So that's all I need to know, and to be like, okay, like you say, everyone votes counts, but yeah, I don't know. Well, not to me.
Right. And see, the thing is, a lot of it doesn't have to do with a lot of people that are on this level. Like on my level, I don't even pay. Oh, I shouldn't say this online, but I don't even pay taxes. I haven't paid taxes in like, Jax, when was the last time I worked at VLSH? That was the last time I paid taxes, only because they made me. Because I was working with a bunch of lawyers, and I actually had to learn. I went to Chaminade to learn a class to help people with their taxes. Because you're we helped them file their taxes there.
Right.
Only reason why I did my taxes because I was working for a nonprofit law firm. Other than that, dude, I don't even make enough money to pay taxes. I don't think, and even if I did, it's all cash money when it comes down to doing my conventions and all that, which is my main source of income.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Um,
I see your friend Dave Tejada. Is it Dave Tejada?
if they had
He says, "Miss you free, R.I.P. Chandler." And
Yeah.
I see DJ Aquatic chiming in on Twitch saying, "Saw a childish 70-year-old who kept throwing a tantrum and wanted to find the final say. I guess he felt entitled."
right, like he. The thing is, what they need to do, the moderator needs to like because it's like you have 2 minutes to say your thing, then you got a 2 minute rebuttal.
Right.
Every time Joe Biden was saying something, Trump would just talk over him. What they need to do is just mute the damn mics after. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. President. Mute
Yeah.
his mic.
Right,
Biden's
yeah. That's what Aquatech just said too. He says, "Just mute the mic, and while the other guy's talking, you know what I mean, mute the other guy's mic, and then at 2 minutes, cut his mic, and then fire the other mic up. Man, it's not that complicated."
So yeah, like it. But again, they don't do that, and I don't know why.
Yeah, Dave says, "Shh, Big Brother, stay listening." So they listen to everything, like your phone. You can't get away from it, man. Everything you say is recorded from your iPhone to your Alexa to everything you Google search. Man, they have. I don't even want to go into this already. They're profiling you front to back, side to side, knowing what you want before you even want it. They know you want that double cheeseburger from freaking or the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box before you even want it. They go, "Oh, this guy's gonna go to Jack in the Box," and then you go, "Oh, I feel like an ultimate cheeseburger." Like, yeah.
You know, I feel like a milkshake at 4:30 in the morning. I don't know why, but I guess I gotta go to Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so okay, so getting to it, Dave Tejada, he's one of the guys that does cosplays and all that, but he also owns Mojo Tactical in Hawaii. So he does like like the guys that have like the bulletproof vest, the backpacks, the thing with all the pouches on it, your holsters, apparel like hats and socks and all that stuff. So he's got a shop over there. So you want to go check that out. And Dustin says, bottom line, we are screwed no matter what we win or who wins. And you're right. But I hate to say it, but it's been like that since the beginning. 51% likes what we got, 49% has a problem with it, no matter where we go. But I just want to say to Dustin, a personal congratulations, man. You're killing it, dude. He's doing the 75-day challenge.
Oh, again, yeah. I think they restarted. Yeah. I think the original people reboot. I didn't, but I should have. But I think they're rebooting that. So.
See, I didn't know. I thought that it's just one of those ongoing things that anybody joins in at any time and say, okay, I'm starting my 75 today. But he's doing it. And, dude, he looks amazing, dude. Like, I see the tracking on the, like his phone or whatever, and he posts it on the Dominator's page and on his personal page. And he does like 2 or 3 miles a day. Like, he walks and all. But then again, it's California, dude. You can walk like 2 miles and see a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, he's killing it. So congratulations, Dustin, dude. Keep up the good work, my man. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it whenever you want.
So are you gonna do it?
I don't know, man. I think I might modify it. I don't think I don't think I could do like what I did before, 2 workouts with everything going on in life now. I don't think that's feasible, and I wouldn't want to set myself up to fail. So, I'd have to definitely make my own plan, like custom make my own plan. But we got to give a shout out to Nicole Williams. She always has all the knowledge about everything. She says about the Electoral College, each state has its own system of determining how electors are selected. Many states require by punishment of law that they must vote in the way that their electoral voted. The Supreme Court recently upheld that it is legal to require by law that the electoral college vote the way directed by the electorate. So I guess
Well,
they kind of have to follow it, but I mean,
but
I don't know.
everybody has their own agenda, though.
Yeah,
Like they can say, well, I think even though my state or my section of the country would rather have Biden, I think that Trump would be a better thing because they don't know the facts of the case or whatever it is. And they'll, I mean, they're humans. Everybody has their own agenda. Everybody wants a piece of their pie. And, it's, I hate to say it, but every level of government is corrupt. I mean, we normally don't get into politics here because this
yeah.
is where it's, um,
I hate
but
I hate talking about politics, but
I
it's all
hate
good.
to, dude.
But
I hate to say it, but yeah.
but no need to fear. AZD is here.
Yeah.
Gotta
Get the
give a shout
sweep
out
it.
to AZD Maui in the building. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really dabble too much in politics. I don't feel like we have enough say as a people. So that's just my thing. I don't really put too much time and thought into something that I. That's what I'm trying to do nowadays. Just in general, like we were having this conversation before we started the podcast about just kind of controlling your thoughts and just not putting effort into things that are beyond your control and just kind of letting those things go because like you're gonna worry about all that kind of stuff and there's nothing you can really do about it. Like you're gonna worry about a comet hitting the Earth. What are you gonna do about it? Fly up there and redirect it, and build a rock, and build a missile, and no, you just gotta it's gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us. Same thing with the.
Right.
I feel with the election. I don't think we ever had a say as a people in reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In what the media perceives us to have it, but I don't think we ever did. So that's just my opinion. So that's why I
Yeah,
don't
there's
speak
another
much on
reason
it.
why I don't get into politics because honestly, it's either every 4 years or every 8 years, the next person comes in and they have their agenda and they have their whatever they're gonna do. And then if you don't like it, then the electorals say, okay, we don't like you, put in the next person,
Yeah,
or we got paid $100 million, so you can put in the next whoever you want. You know what I mean?
and,
So
and
again,
anyone in
it's
there is
not
just a
something
puppet anyway.
right.
They don't really have say. You know what I mean? Do they really have say of what's really going on of real world situations and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. I don't think so. But like, what do I know? You know what I mean? Who am I?
Oh yeah. So, um, two shuttles and some crazy astronauts and a drill team. I don't know what Dave is talking about.
I have no idea either.
um, but yeah, well, I mean, there's good things that happened in 2020. It's just that it's been overshadowed by the bad things. Like for example, we went up to space without NASA. You know what I mean? There's some crazy Elon Musk. And he's like, yeah, I want to go to space. How much do I need to do? Oh, we need like 4 billion. Yeah, okay, just throw it in there. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
actually got astronauts to space and back, which is the hardest part, is to get them back safely. And then you got SpaceX, and then you got other space programs. Um, Tom Cruise made a deal with Elon Musk. He wants to do an actual movie in space. So, and again, talking about Tom Cruise for some reason, because we brought him up before. Uh, he does his own stunts. He's like the Jackie Chan of American cinema now. And, he hangs out of airplanes and
Yeah.
all kinds of craziness. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's made a deal with
I can,
Elon to do that.
yeah. I can have no respect for someone who's a Scientologist. Sorry.
Well, okay. Now, the thing is, we look at Scientology like they're crazy, right? But I think it's only because when we got our information when we were kids. There's a baby that walks on water. There's eggs and resurrections and all this kind of stuff. We learned that when we were kids, so we believed it since we were kids. Now, like the only thing is like, again, Bill Burr does this whole skit where this whole bit. He was like, I think like Scientology kind of makes sense. Like they have spaceships. There's spaceships. The guy's name is Ron. You're like, your guy's name is Ron. Like, and he wasn't like back in the days. He's like recent. Like he had a driver's license, social security number. Videos of him stubbing his toes. But like religion to me, again, I believe that there is something out there, but I don't like the religion part of it. So Scientology is the religion part of it.
Right.
But it's kind of like I don't know enough about them. I know they're secretive. That doesn't make them bad. I don't know what they've done that's bad. I'm not a part of their inner circle. I don't know what they do. I don't know if they, sacrifice babies and all that shit. I don't know. But I do know that, like, say for example, and this is gonna be, I'm sorry, this is gonna get a little controversial, but if there was a company out there, like say the Vatican or Apple Computer, if 200 some odd of their employees were literally busted for pedophilia and touching kids and all this kind of stuff, that company would be out of business. But Christianity is still around, so I don't really get it. But nobody ever talks about that. They're like, oh yeah, he's touching this priest will touch a kid, so we're just gonna move him to our to someplace else. And so there's a movie about that called Spotlight, and it was a Boston-based movie, dude. It was, I just watched it like a couple of days ago. It's interesting, and this is like real factual stuff. That in Boston there's, I think, 80 priests that were touching kids, and it was reported, and all that the religion or the church did was take them and put them other places. So. But again, go watch the movie. This is not the place to do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we think deep over here, man.
Yeah, that's the thing when you get into religion, politics. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone's belief. Well, because it deals with morals and beliefs. So when you deal with that, everyone's different, and everyone's really protective of what they believe in, and they're steadfast to it. So everyone's gonna be like, you're gonna tell them they're wrong, and that's like. That's words and things they live by, whether it is politics or religion. So you're actually questioning, or you're questioning their morals, their standards, their way of life, basically. So you're just saying what they think is just basically bullcrap. So of course anybody's gonna stand up for and that's why I don't like to talk about it, because everyone's entitled to. I'm not saying any one religion is wrong. Or but I can have my opinion on it. That's for sure.
Right.
So I can speak on it.
Like, okay, so like for example, I know a lot of Mormon people. Like living in Vegas, I've met a lot of Mormon people because Utah is like literally hop, skip, and a jump and 700 miles away. But because of their religion is so secretive. Also, like you can't go into certain buildings and all that stuff. I ask questions, and I ask my friends, and they're like the nicest people on the planet, dude. Like I've never really met anybody nicer than Mormon people, but they just got their own way of living. So Nicole, she's like, politics, things go wild when there's no guest.
Yeah, see.
But yeah, like again, like, okay, for example, remember that time I was sitting in fact, I was still in California with you, and I was watching a TV show about the people of Satanism.
Right.
And they're trying to they're like, okay, it's supposed to be separation of state and religion. So why is there the 10 Commandments in front of the city hall? Everybody should have, like, if there's Christianity, then there should be Muslim, there should be, because it's America, anybody can have religion. And they're like, well, we're gonna erect a demon, like, well, not demon, but like, their religious symbol, and everybody's having a crazy fit because this is in the middle of freaking like Pennsylvania or something where like everybody's religious. It's on the belt, and but so it got me interested. I actually went online and to look at the satanic. It's not. I don't think it's 10 Commandment. I think it's like 7 or 8 or something like that. And I was looking at it, and it makes the same sense as the 10 Commandments. Don't kill anybody. Don't hurt anybody. Do what you do, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. That was like their whole thing. And so it wasn't like kill the goat and drink its blood and all that stuff. They're like, well, even if it was, it's just our religion, but do that. So it was so weird, dude. Just getting information about something that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah,
Um,
but that's
but
that could just be propaganda as well. Who knows? Anything paid for and bought and produced by a private party can be manipulated in any kind of way, whether it be any kind
they can
of
say whatever they want and
yeah, any kind
manipulate it
of
the way they.
religion. You can make you know what I mean. You can make a documentary about anything as long as you pay for it and have the perspective that it's great. You can say like, oh well, taking a dump and is a great thing.
It's great. You should spread that all over your body.
Yeah. There are
Well, okay,
people.
like blackfish.
There are people who used to do that with urine. You know what I mean? I think I saw it on uh, uh, what's that tall shock jock? Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, he used to like put it and said it had like some kind of healing and like rejuvenative properties that urine. So
Like,
he would
like you had to put
yeah
urine on himself.
yeah. So
I didn't
and
know
he,
that.
and he had this shirt that says urine good health. I mean,
Dude, all the people that are into that fetish is like, yeah, Howard. Yeah, Howard.
this is a while back,
Um,
but I'm just saying like anything can be put into light. You know what I mean? Into the right light if you pay for it. So,
Right.
but let's get out of this whole politic and religion type world because yeah, we're gonna give a shout out to DJ LX. Yeah, we're on Twitch too now, LX. So we just we're trying to spread the Aloha worldwide and stay away from politics and religion right
Right.
now. So
Well, I was actually gonna go into like when you're mentioning documentaries and how they can say whatever they want to turn the narrative.
right,
Like I was thinking like Blackfish,
mhm,
the one about orcas in captivity.
right,
Now, personally, I believe that they shouldn't be in captivity,
mhm,
because of the fact that these animals they travel thousands of miles a day in the ocean, and now they're stuck in like little tubs, 20 by 20 feet kind of thing. Um, but certain ones and certain animals, like say the sea lions and all that stuff that are at SeaWorld, even one of the most renowned, I guess, animal people, what's his name?
uh,
Uh,
that
I forget his name. What was it?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Bob Hanna? Is it Bob Hanna?
I don't know
Um,
him.
he said like I work with uh, SeaWorld, and yes, some of these like the orcas, they're too big for them to be here. But if you try to release them now, they would literally die. They don't have pods. They don't have connections to other animals. If they try to enter a pod, like a orca pod right now, that pod would kill them because they don't know this orca.
Hmm.
But SeaWorld and all the money that they put together, it doesn't just go to SeaWorld. It goes to the um, rescue and taking care of animals that they can release and all this kind of stuff. So he had a different perspective. But yeah, like documentaries like that, dude, I'm all about it, bro. Like I just like learning stuff that I don't know.
Right,
So
right. But that's the hard part about it is just like like you said, it depends who created the documentary. So a lot of the opinions are very skewed in one way or another. So it's
right,
hard to say what's what. It's like we talked about YouTube. You know what I mean? Like people just take things for face anything someone says on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because media is so readily available nowadays. It's like before, like if someone came on media, like on TV, automatically they're credible. So if they say the sky is falling, the sky is falling. You know what I mean? But now you
right.
got you got anybody on YouTube saying, you know what, the sky's falling. The moon's gonna crash into the earth. The earth's flat. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, and people just take it for face value. They feel like, well, this guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about, so I should believe him. You know what I mean? But it's just like
He's big
there's
words.
yeah, there's no way to check anything anybody says. So there's no checks and balances with media with the way media is consumed nowadays. So you know what
Right.
I mean, like it's just hard like that.
Well, Buzz or Jason, he's like, yeah, there's no pod cred. Like the new Orca ain't got no pod creds, so they're gonna they ain't gonna jump him in. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like I think, see, back in the days, we look at back in the days as the golden years when we all used to go out, ride our bikes, go to the corner store, get the what is it called, Big Blow or Big Boy candy with the gum in the middle. What was it called again?
I forget which one that is. Oh, blow
It-
pop.
it-
I don't know.
yeah, no, it is. It's like a pink looking candy. Wow, the fucking thing tastes good. Um, was it Big or Big Blow or Boy Blow? I don't know what it was. It was one of your candies that you liked
Oh,
back in
the
the day,
big. I think it's big bowl, like BOL. I thought it was big blow, BLO, but it's actually big BOL bowl. I don't know why. It's
yeah.
like one of
So,
those. It's a hard candy, but it's a gum. I think.
but the gummies inside, but
Yeah, yeah,
so good. Anyway, so back in the days when there was no cell phones, there's no that. Can you imagine your life right now if you were driving? Let's say you're on a. Let's say you're still in Hawaii and you're driving from Makiki or Makalio area to Waianae, visit your friend, and you get stuck in the middle of the road, your car, your tire blow out or whatever. You had no cell phone.
yeah. Right.
Like, can you imagine that? Like now I look at it like, how the hell did we ever live without our cell phones next to our, 24/7, dude? Like,
Well, imagine driving now without a GPS. You know what I mean? Trying to find stuff.
right?
Like
Like living in
when
the
you have
new
those
map,
big maps, like the big maps, like in the car. I don't
right? The
know.
AAA map.
The magnifying glass to see the roads, and you'd be like, you know what I mean? Life is super simple now. Like we should be we should be appreciative of it. Technology, like, it's crazy.
Right?
It's crazy. Like if you ask anything, would be like this, like 20 years ago, maybe, like, you know what I mean. This has evolved. You're talking about the internet, maybe what, like in the early 90s, maybe, like where the big, uh, the, what's it called? The 2K was not the 2K. What was it called? That movement. I forget what you call it.
What was it?
Dang. Like in 2000, what was it called? The something boom.
The I don't know.
Something about technologies. I can't think of it now.
Y2K?
No. That was the fear of it. That
Yeah,
was
that
a
was a scare.
that was a scare, but it was like I
The
forget.
techno boom.
Yeah, something with I can't think of it now. I'm just getting a brain fart with it. Not Y2K, not like the fear of it, but just like the whole internet boom. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Because
jeez. I know
basically,
it.
yeah, because that was like, you know what I mean, when we started getting all that, yeah, tech boom, internet boom, like
Right.
once that, like, from there, like from dial up, you know what I mean, you figure the early 90s is when everything started. The internet just started being available to regular people like us with like
Right.
56K dial up, AOL, whatever it is. And then we went from pagers to actually having cell phones that you could at least turn on after 9 o'clock and have a personal cell phone with you all the time. So you would always be accessible. But you're talking about 96, but you see how much it went from 96, we're in what, 2020? It's like what? Not even like, was it 20, 25 years later? The amount of advancement
Right.
we went through, like in our lifetime, you know what I mean? That's in our lifetime. Yeah, maybe the .com
We
bubble.
went, yeah. I mean, if you look at it, we went from pagers
Yeah.
to cell phones, and once the cell phone came in, that's when it really was okay. We're hitting the freaking button. We're going warp speed because from cell phones we had like the big bricks or like
Right.
the Motorola open, the clams and all that. But all of a sudden, it was like I what's his name? Like iPhones came out and like it was like, what is that? You can touch screen instead of buttons. You can have a video.
Yeah,
You can have
the first thing I remember was a camera on your phone. That was like huge.
oh,
Like it was
that
once
was
cameras went on phone. Like I remember, like I think it was like early 2000s when I first saw it. Well, I've seen it before, but I actually saw like some Japanese, like I think I was in the Big Island, and it was some like Japanese exchange student, and she had one of those Japanese phones, and it like had the. I was like, what the?
Right?
That has a camera. Wait, you can take pic. What? That's insane. You know what I mean? So then that was like the
I mean,
whole freaking game changer. And like you said, that's when you start talking about social media and where you say like you can't do the things you used to do before because why? Because all of a sudden you have evidence. You have cameras who can take pictures of what you're doing and upload them to the internet or whatever the case is. So I mean,
right?
there's a good and bad that comes with technology, but I mean, the advancement we've gone through within the last 25 years is incredible. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's like insane.
Right? I mean, take. I think the last 25 years, I think they said that the technological growth we did more in 25 years so far than we've done in 2,500 years.
Yeah.
The last time we had this kind of growth was when China was making like freaking, gunpowder.
Right.
So,
Yeah. They said,
or England was, learning gas and electricity. So,
Nicole says the first iPhone was in 2007. Man, that's not that long ago. And
that's
you're
not,
on,
dude, that,
we're on iPhone like 10. Well, I guess so because they probably came out with an iPhone every
right?
year.
Like, okay, if you look at it, because we were both in the cell phone industry, so when the cell phones came out, everything was basic. You couldn't change nothing. All of a sudden, they're like, you know what? Let's put LEDs in this. The LED craze came in.
Right.
So that light up antennas and light up boards, and your battery does dancing and all kinds of stuff. And then that was like, okay, well, now what?
Yeah.
And so, you had the cell phones that didn't have the cameras. Now you got the cameras. Now you got the Nextels that are like, all over the damn place. But yeah, dude, it's crazy how far we went in just a short period of time. I mean, look at it. We right now could be talking like you're in California. I'm in Vegas. Everybody else is in Hawaii. Nicole is in Colorado. We could literally talk to people in Japan if we wanted to.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Jack says
But then,
the more we advance, the more we advance, the faster the advancement will happen. There's a theory about it. He forgets what it's called, but yeah, that makes sense because the more you learn, like you're gonna get more advanced and learn more things. And Limon72 says Bill Gates predicted the iPhone of what we have today. So I guess he must have predicted it back in the day. But yeah, like you said, like the advancement is crazy. So the two things I think about when we say that is just like I have these theories about I hear theories about area 50 whatever in Vegas. What is it called?
Area 51?
Yeah. That there's some kind of technology in there, or that was the basis. Because once that place got established, that's when technology really started booming. So like our human minds couldn't like evolve so slowly within like how many millions of years from the time of being Neanderthal, caveman, whatever the heck you call it, so slowly like this. And like, how did all of a sudden we just boom? We just had that like, oh, now we learn fast. Like now we know how to make cars and we know how to make all these planes and jets and rockets. And where did all this actually come from? Is it technology that was taught to us by something there, something not of this world? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that's one of the theories they have is just like something there that boosted our thing because. Not evolvement. What the heck? Evolution was so slow. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was so slow for how many millions of years? It took us how long to freaking, take a freaking rock and rub it on a stick to make fire, and then you know what I mean, and then make like a wheel, and freaking took us a million years to freaking make a wheel out of stone like Fred Flintstone, and then you know what I mean, to actually roll things and all those. Basic tools like the axe, the adze, whatever you call it, and then all of a sudden it's just like, where did this plethora of knowledge and like advancement come from? Like all of a sudden.
But I mean, they were talking about the same thing, History Channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
About Mayan Indians.
Right.
Uh, they had advancements that all of a sudden, like they're just regular stones and sticks, and then they got this big advancement of technology during that time, and then they they're literally gone, right? Just like Egypt, how did they build these structures that line up with certain things without all this kind of, how did they get their technology, and where did that go? All of a sudden, all this lining up with the stars and building tower, huge monuments, the Sphinx and all that kind of stuff. What happened to that?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden they just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like this. Like now they're saying that this is the new age of that. Like this is like the new coming of Egypt and Mayan Indians and all that. Is where we're gonna get to the point where our brains are gonna evolve and develop to the point where we can't get any more, and then we're gonna die off because of our own advancements of technology. That's why when they say when we invented the nuclear bomb, basically we just screwed ourselves because the technology that got us there is gonna kill us. So, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I believe that. I mean, living in Las Vegas, I've seen some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But nothing like I've never been to on base of Nellis. I've never, been to Area 50. Well, I have been to Area 51, and I peed on the gate or next to the gate with Jax. But other than that, I mean, you never know what's out there. Like again, getting back to the government thing, the conspiracies. There's no transparency. Like they're not gonna tell 7 billion people, dude, look at what they're doing. This is what we found in the desert.
Right.
They want to keep it for themselves. Like, this telecommunication system that they were building, ever since Graham Bell, Alexander Graham Bell, ever since his and the regular phone, all of a sudden now we got a worldwide web of cellular technology. How do we get there? I don't know, man. And the jump is so drastic that, man, we can talk about this forever.
Yeah. That's why let's hit back to the chat. Said what said
Right.
Jack said they had communicators that translate other languages. You can get on your iPhone today. I think he's talking about Star Trek. Predicted it all
Right.
back in the day, and
And
that's
you know what they did?
was that. Oh yeah, but see,
Yeah.
was stuff based off of that, or did people base
Well, I mean,
technology
okay,
off of
so
that, or was that just coincidence?
I mean, I think it could have been a little bit of both. The creator of Star Trek, he knew a few people that knew a few things, but like the telecommunications, Captain's Law, blah 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 blah.
Well,
Come get me, beat me up.
well,
It's kind of what?
no, but that's where you come. That's where they say like, without creative people to dream up stuff like that, like people who invent stuff, the real techie people, wouldn't think of creating stuff like that. So it kind of works hand in hand because you're not creative. So like you could make stuff. You know what I mean? You could figure out how to make a communicator, but would you have, because you're not a creative person, would you have thought of something that could communicate like
Right.
far distance away? Would you have thought like, oh, we need something that can translate different languages on the phone? Would you have thought of that? Maybe not, because you're not a creative person. You just think like, oh, I'm gonna make stuff. You know what I mean? But it takes the harmony or the union of that to kind of to keep the ball rolling and keep pushing technology farther. Is just you need the imagination to get the innovation, they say.
No, absolutely. I mean, think about it. There has to be somebody that says, I want a camera on my phone so that way I can take pictures of my family. So, and then somebody says, I think we can do that. The camera needs to be this small, the camera, all this kind of stuff. And they put it together, and then they got people that build it. So, but without the original thought of, I wonder if we could put applications on a phone so that you can choose what you want on your phone. instead of us just putting it on there.
Right.
So and like, oh, well, I have a camera on my phone, but I would like to, do Photoshop work on it.
Right.
Well,
Right.
let's see if we can, put that together. So, yeah, dude. I mean, there's again the advancement of technology. Um, Even though it helps us all do what we do now, no matter what. I hate to say it. You can live in the forest. You can rub sticks together to make fire, and you can put together a house made out of mud and all that. Technically, you're using the technology of that system of
Right.
putting like stones in this way so that way you make a wall. The technology of just different types of technology. So either way, you're using it. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Nicole,
the mind.
yeah, she said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe whatever the mind can conceive and believe the mind can achieve. That's basically what I was trying to say, but said well more eloquently than I could. So definitely, and
She did it the Tony Stark way.
yeah, yeah,
She said
definitely.
it
I just said it the blurting out what I thought mind way.
like.
So
Well, I mean, you said the same thing though, but like okay, so getting like we go into the Avenger movie, like time travel, and he's like, yeah, like there's no such thing as time travel, blah blah blah. You figured it out, You have to flip it on, you have to flip it over and all that kind of stuff, and he figured it out. So why? I think when it does happen, we're gonna look at like say the Avengers and the way they kind of figured out a time travel and blah 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 blah. Um, that might be the next Star Trek. That might be the next communicator from Star Trek, because okay, well Hollywood said that it can be done, so let's try and make it happen. You know what I mean? Uh, Elon Musk said, "Why wait for NASA? Why wait for the government to pay for it? Why can't we go to the moon? Why can't we get back there? Why can't we do what we do? Even if we can't go to the moon, even if we can't get past the magnetic rings, we can still get to outer space, inner space where the space station is. Let's colonize. Let's do something. Let's look further." So yeah, she said it's a quote. I don't know who. We'll just say we'll just say Tony Stark. No, it's Marie Williams. She quoted it. We're gonna leave it. It's yours. You said it's from. It's yours now.
yep, yep, yep.
Dude, I'm looking at the logos, Mark Easy, Video Vandals, and all that.
Yeah.
Video Vandal looks dope, dude.
Oh yeah, I just put like we all have different ones. So like I have the Hawaiian flag on mine, like superimposed, and LX has the Filipino flag, and then
Yeah,
I think Ray B has like the Mexican flag, and then I think like
nice.
different people have like 49er ones. So we kind of just diversifying it a bit, something for everybody. Definitely,
Personalized. I like it.
yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, dude. Like, again, there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, personally, in my little world, other than my friend passing away and the debate that just happened, so everybody's talking about it online and everything, I really have nothing to do. Well, I'm still selling my prints online, so if you want one, you can get one from me. I'm doing commissions and all that. I'm doing a project for my friend that military, like I guess it's like for his uncle or whatever. But I'm making a coin, like those challenge coins.
Right.
Have you heard about that? The military challenge coins?
I haven't. I've heard of challenge coins before, but I don't know if the military ones are any different from uh, just
Well,
a regular challenge
it
coin.
actually started in the military,
Okay.
where certain coins, like say the Marines, Navy, whatever, and you keep it in your pocket because when you go to a bar, there's military bars all over the place. San Diego's huge with the Navy, because of the Navy SEAL base and all that, Air Force and Marines. And if you go to a bar, you see somebody, you talk about it, you put your coin down. Now, if they don't have their coin, they got to buy you a shot or a beer.
Right.
If they do have their coin, that you got to buy them a shot or a beer. So that's where it came from.
Right.
And well, technically the coin was like a from the military saying thank you for your service and doing what you do, whatever. Um, yeah, they have like these military coins. So I'm designing one right now. It's kind of cool. It's like half Japanese, half Hawaiian. So other than that, I'm doing just regular stuff, I guess. Driving around town, gas, going out to Arizona, sleeping in my car, coming back home. Um,
Uh,
I'm going to Arizona next month, so hopefully you can come. Uh, dude, so I got a question.
yeah.
um, I'm kind of promoting your new Twitch idea, but
Mhm.
you how many shows do you have? You have
Ooh, I have too
uh
many shows. Too many shows.
yeah, dude. How many shows are you doing? Name them all, man. I want to know.
I do a show in the morning, Monday through Friday, called the Aloha Worldwide Show.
Okay,
So that's like it was a morning show, but we changed it to worldwide show because we have listeners in from like New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Canada. So it's like different times. You know what I mean? Like New Zealand
okay.
is like 19 hours ahead of us. So if it's like right now, it's like 10 o'clock our time on Tuesday. So in New Zealand, it would be 5 o'clock Wednesday already.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So that's why
So
we
okay, so you got
swapped it over.
Friday, the 7 o'clock show, which is the Hawaiian show.
What is that? When?
Okay, so Monday to Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah, 7:30 to nine
California.
thirty Pacific Standard Time. There's a Aloha Worldwide show,
Okay.
so it's a not really a Hawaiian show. I play all types of music. So like Mondays, we call it Mahalo Monday, so it's all requests. Tuesday is Double Play Tuesday, so it's two songs by the same artist. All and then Wednesday we have like Way Back Wednesday, it's like 50s, 60s, 70s. Thursdays like throwback, so it's hip hop and R&B, old school, and then Fridays it's just Aloha Fridays, so we just do requests as well. So yeah, and then we just talk. Like a lot of people just like to hang up. A lot of people wake up and just kind of hang out, and we just chit chat. So it's more like a talk show than like a DJ type bass show.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, yeah, and that's all comes on at the 7:30 mark, right?
yeah,
Every day.
yeah, Monday through
Okay.
Friday.
Well, what other shows are you working on?
Well, Monday I have a night show like it's called Mixed Plate Monday, so it's starts at
That's
9 p.m. and it's more just like more like DJing. So I'm not like sitting down just chit chatting. It's more like mixing, club style mixing, and it's just all genres, all decades. So just a real open format type show. And then Tuesdays I have this show with you. Wednesdays I have a Woman Crush Wednesday, which was at 6 p.m. But I think I gotta move the show, and that's basically like usually Woman Crush Wednesday is like about all female artists. Like usually they play like
okay.
who you have a crush on, so it's kind of like it's all female artists driven. But I have a little twist on mine. So what I do is kind of like a ladies' night. So I'll play songs that are ladies' anthems, like single ladies, La Holla Back Girl, those kind of type of songs. Sing-alongs, like ones they like to sing along to, and just stuff to get them dancing. So it's not so much about female artists as it is just playing for a female targeted audience. Sorry,
Ah,
fellas.
okay. You can have the rest of the days,
Yeah.
but
Then Thursday we
yeah.
have our Video Vandals raid party is where we all play an hour. There's like 13 of us, so we go from like 11 a.m. all the way to like midnight, and we all do 1 hour each back to back. So that's always a good party.
Good God.
And then Sunday,
That's
Sunday I
so
also have
cool.
a island and reggae show called Chillaxin Sundays, and that's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard. But Sundays might turn into a no stream zone for me. It might be like family time, so it might have be no streaming Sundays. We got to figure that
Right.
out.
Look, I believe in that. I believe
Yeah,
in just taking the day just to be with family.
right.
So
But actually, on Mondays, I
Um,
think I'm gonna move my show and I'm gonna do a. I feel like I should do more, like more podcast type shows. Like I want to do more. So I'm moving my Monday night in about not this Monday, but maybe the following Monday. I might kick it off. I'm not sure which Monday, but it's gonna be more a Twitch, a DJ Twitch kind of a podcast where we just have guests on, not only DJs but what we call mods, which are like like we're talking about the presidential debate where they have moderators there.
yeah, yeah.
And that's basically what a mod is. A moderator in the room is just basically the person in the chat that just kind of keeps people in line. If people are spamming the room or with like links or whatever, they'll block them. Or if people don't know like how to use Twitch, they have questions like, "Oh, how to do this?" The mods will help the people in the room because like sometimes there's so much things going on that I can't be like, "Oh, well, like I'm trying to mix, I'm trying to make sure my stream doesn't crash. I'm trying to do all these things that I don't have time to look in the room." So they just help us out with that. So
So is that going to be a new show for you?
yeah, that's gonna be a new
Like
show I'm
the
gonna start on Monday. So and it'll basically be just DJs and mods. And the reason why I'm including mods in it because basically the mods are the ones more than the DJs who jump from room to room to help different DJs. So they see a lot of the Twitch world. They see all the streams, what goes on. They'll see like the good
right,
things, the bad things. So basically, it's just about kind of recapping what happened in the last week in Twitch, like on DJ streams, like, oh, this guy was all wasted, or this guy had a great stream, and like it was like
mm.
had special moments in there, or this guy played this song, or just kind of recapping it and just kind of letting everybody know what's going on in the DJ realm of Twitch at least. So
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, honestly, you're using Twitch as a tool um, to be more out there, to get more exposure to what you're doing, but also, you get paid here and there. Um, but you're using it where to the fullest. Like, you're not just thinking to, oh, I'm just gonna be a DJ for 1 hour a week. Like, you're actually being like, dude, I can do this. I'm already at home. What are we doing?
right. That's why I figure I
Yeah.
play to
So,
my strengths, and I think a lot of people who come into the rooms they like when you engage with them and you talk with them because there's a lot of streams like that, but then there's a lot of DJ streams also. So I figure if I could just do something that's kind of everyone's interested, like, oh, what did this guy do this week, or what did this you can't see everything all the time. You know what I mean? There's way too many
right.
things going on. So if we can kind of recap it and be like, hey, let us know what happened. Like if you had like a stream where it was like a big party, or you did like a benefit. Like a lot of streamers now are doing like benefits for like cancer research. I mean, they're donating. They're having everyone donate, and all the money goes to some kind of charity. So I mean, there's a lot of things going on like that. That's very very moving, and people need to know about. So I'm just figuring, I should just do that, and they kind of let people know what's going on because you can't see everything all the time. So you might miss this stream, or this happened here, or that happened here, and just get to know like some of the DJs and the moderators in Twitch, and kind of find out, hey, I have a favorite channel. It's DJ Donut Box. You know what I mean? I go, who the hell is DJ Donut Box? Yeah, I just said that. I just said that because the Jax put that donut emote I just put up. It's a donut box.
Right, right.
That's why I said that. But I mean, it could be DJ
Well,
Donut
he's coming
Box.
out on Twitch. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I was like, where is it? Oh, there it is. All right.
yeah. So
We're going to say aloha to Quan, by the way.
right.
He just joined us.
The-
Okay. So hopefully, the people on Twitch will go to our YouTube channel and subscribe,
mhm.
or tell their friends, raid party, do a subscription raid party for our YouTube channel. We just got 100 subscribers,
Mhm.
and I'm absolutely stunned and so happy to hit that 3-digit mark, dude.
Yeah.
So
But the way I'm thinking, like now, like with our podcast or podcasts, or whatever you want to call it,
podcast.
I think like we should stream on all our platforms because I think we'll get monetized on Twitch before we will on YouTube. Honestly.
Yeah, true.
So if we
And
put
also,
enough,
if you
we put enough hours into, like when we do our show, we put the hours into the thing, and we get an affiliate there. Like people
right,
actually who tune in on Twitch can actually like donate to us and what I mean, help us out that way faster than we'll start getting any monetization on freaking YouTube. We need like a
that's
we need like 1,000 subscribers even to get a custom URL, even to get YouTube/Aloha State of Mind podcast.
podcast. So if that's the case, then if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you're listening in, please sign up for Twitch. Go ahead and look for Mark Easy or DJ Mark Easy, um, with a C and with a Z. And then what was the URL for our Aloha State of Mind pod? No, podcast.
Yeah, it'll change in 2 months. I just put it in the chat,
Okay.
but we can't change
So
it for 2 months. But by the time 2 months pass, we should be an affiliate, hopefully, and be able to get some emotes and all that good fun stuff that we can start pushing it on
right,
Twitch, and hopefully I can push over some of my listeners from my show to this show, and just kind of expand it and expand people's mind, and
there we
even
go.
more than just like the DJ community here on Twitch. There's like there's if you get on Twitch, your mind will be blown, man. It's a rabbit hole, I tell you. You can see
Right.
people doing like ASMR and like girls being like, "Hey guys, and touching combs and stuff like this. Ooh, look at this furry thing.
What?
What?" And there's all kinds of. There's like I forget the girl. She's like a DJ. I was talking to one of my homies, DJ Reminisce, about it, and
Yeah.
like she's like literally like she's like she's a sexy girl. She has big boobs, and like basically what she does is like she like like how you superimpose your stuff and stuff. She superimposes herself in like this storybook, like it's an open storybook, and then
Oh, nice.
and then she just starts talking to people about like all kinds of stuff. Like it could be like sexual nature, and of course all the pervies and whatnot going to be in the room and be like, hey, what I mean, because she's a good looking girl. But it's just weird, like what I mean. But the thing is, he's like, I don't know her. I forget her name, but he said she's a real like credible. What I mean, she's a very talented DJ. But hey, whatever's gonna get you through COVID. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, oh man, I haven't been on Twitch in so long, dude. I'm sorry to say
Hmm.
that I have to do this whole send my password, relink, and all this stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, I should rehost it on my channel. That's what Juan is saying. I don't know. How do you rehost it on the?
I can't even get into my. I don't even know my username.
How do you host on a phone? Do I just type it in? I don't know.
I have
I
no
don't even know how
idea.
to do it either.
I'll do this later, but yeah, man. So, I like the way your mind works because you're looking at different avenues of what is being out there. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It doesn't have to be Facebook. It doesn't have to be Instagram or Twitch. Or all of them put together. Who knows?
Right.
So, figure this out later.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I'm just doing it as a thing. Yeah, I'm trying to. What he says on the top right there is a. I'm trying to say there is a share icon. I can like and then
Jeez,
I'm just trying to do it.
so anyway,
yeah, I'm just trying to do it so that maybe some of my people can come over to our podcast on right now, over where we're live right now. So that's why click to share. What? Wait,
yeah.
I'm lost now.
You already got Aquatech,
Right.
coming on and talking, and Mitch, he's down the rabbit hole with you, bro. Mitch, Quan, everybody is on Twitch right now.
Oh yeah, Mitch is actually one of my key moderators, so he regulates the room on my chats like 90% of the time I'm on. So I gotta give a big shout out to Mitch for always being there, and he's like the bodyguard, the bouncer for the room.
I tell you now, dude. If you ever seen how big this dude is,
I
you'd be
see
like,
some
"Yep."
pictures on his Instagram. I'm like, damn.
I mean, he's former Damien Monarch. You know what I'm saying? He's a big football dude. Heart of gold. Uh, well, yeah, he's like the bouncer, man. Bounce you out, you act stupid. But yeah, so uh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I got the host, guys. I think I got the host. I think I did it, so I should be good. Thank
and see, this is another thing. Everybody starts telling you, okay, you got to do this. You got to okay. It's like I'll figure it out. Like we're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah, I think that's just the way it is because of with the Twitch, the engagement is just like right away. You know what I mean? Like people like to engage and be a part of the conversation. I think it's so interactive, and that's what I think people like. It's just some people don't like to just to be talked to. They
Right.
like to be a part of the conversation. So it's kind of like, uh, you know what I mean? When you can just involve them in the conversation, I think that's where people, they feel like a part, almost like a part ownership of the room and of the conversation. That's why they come back and they freaking they donate, because they feel like that's their house too. So it's just that mentality.
So
I
for
believe.
well, so that if any on Facebook right now, you might be a little bit confused because Mark put it up. It says the Aloha Morning Show with Mark Easy uh double play Tuesdays.
Yeah, because I
Um,
forgot to change the thing because we are using the Restream app, and I gotta every time I start a stream, I gotta change the damn title, and I forgot because I started a little late. So yeah,
but that's what happens when you got 1,000 things going on,
it's it's
and
it, it's clickbait,
you know,
clickbait. They thought Technique was
it's
gonna be on
clickbait.
here.
Yeah, listen to the music. Listen to the music. But again, there's a lot to say on my podcast. I want to thank you all for joining us. I know that the debate was earlier today, and to me, it's just funny. Like, beside politics, if you just listen to what they're saying and, all of these things, I personally didn't watch it because of certain issues, but um, from what I hear, it was just funny. Like, people were taking shots, like, every time Trump would interrupt.
Mhm.
Every time fake news was mentioned, all this kind of stuff. Every time Biden stuttered, dude, people were just getting sloshed. Like they were just getting soused. So right now I'm talking to Donkey. How are you,
I'm a
Donkey?
I'm a what is a donkey? A Democrat? I don't even know. See, I don't even know what a Democrat and a Republican what their thing is. There's one an elephant and one a donkey.
The donkey is the Democrats and the elephants are the GOP, which is the Republicans.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even see. I don't even know that. I don't even know that. So that's how uninvolved and detached I am from any kind of politics out
Well,
there.
the funny thing is the Democrat, the reason why their symbol is the donkey is that one of the Republican candidates back in the days, I mean we're talking like before Truman, used to call the other guy, the Democrat representative, oh, this jackass, this. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll just take on a donkey and we'll make it our symbol. And he won. The Democrat, I forgot his name, but yeah, he won because he changed the thing to the. You're gonna call me a jackass? Fine, this jackass is gonna win. So.
I did not know that. See, I'm not very knowledgeable about those kind of stuff, but it's good to
Well,
know.
me neither. Just
If I'm ever on Jeopardy, it would be good to know.
it's so funny though, because before Trump got into office, a lot of my friends weren't talking about politics, and then when he got into it, everybody all of a sudden is a professional politician or analysis, and I'm sitting there, like, dude, I don't know anything about this shit. I mean, I got my opinions on stuff, but nothing that was backed up by a Harvard Law School degree or anything.
Right.
But of course, some of my associates or my companions, they're all of a sudden they all went to Yale. But yeah, So Don K1 is tuning in from work, was on a break, but now he's got to go back. So immediately better host, I want you to give the stream credit. Thank you, Don K1 for giving us some street cred. Yeah, so
You said Andrew Jackson was the person you're talking about, the donkey.
Andrew Jackson. Did you look it up?
I know Nicole Williams said that.
Dude, of course I had to be Nicole, dude. I love her. Like, thank you, Nicole. See, anytime you need a fact check, she's right there on it, dude. And I love it. Because sometimes I like to say stupid shit just to make a story sound good. But sometimes I actually know what it is, but I just don't know the names or anything. And Nicole's right there, backing me up. Love it. Thank you, Nicole from Colorado Springs. I think she still lives in Colorado Springs.
Or is it Radiator Springs?
Radiator Springs. He did what in the cup? So, I was thinking about going to Colorado. I think it's like an 12-hour drive or something like that. I don't mind it. Maybe like stop over on the side of the road, on the way there, just so I can take a nap or whatever, or get a hotel on the way there. But back in the days, like she had a house that had reptiles in it, and I love snakes. I love turtles, all that kind of stuff. But at the time, with her former partner, he had like bearded dragons and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, there's no way I was gonna visit her. And she had an indoor pool and everything, dude. I was like, son of a gun. And I love Colorado. Now they just got red-eared sliders, I think, turtles, and something else I forget. But it might be an actual option to go see her and Chris, her husband. Now, just a little story. When I was at Academy of the Pacific, I used to hang out with Christopher Richard Robbins Rhodes Williams.
That's Chris, a lot of names.
I it's weird because Nicole, I don't know how I remember his name, but I remembered his name, Christopher Richards Robbins Rhodes Williams. But I used to hang out with him. We used to play guitar, walk around with our mullets and jean jackets and all that, painting, Sharpie, whatever on our jeans and all that stuff. But I lost touch with him when I left Academy of the Pacific and went to Roosevelt. I went to Roosevelt with Buzz or Jason Tavares, but I didn't know what happened to Chris, and so for a long time I was trying to get in touch with him because I got in touch with our other friend David Hirsch, Nate Webb, all the people that we used to hang out together, and the only one that I couldn't get in touch with, I could not find him for some reason, was Chris, right. And turns out that he went to the Air Force. And I mean, I remember him with big hair, like that white snake looking hair, and all of a sudden I saw a picture of him, and because of the Air Force, shaved down, military dress. I'm like, is that really him? But okay, so making the story a little short. Chris and Nicole, they had separate lives, and after almost 20 years, or probably a little bit longer than 20 years, they found each other again after some trials and tribulations of former relationships, and they got married. Now, keep in mind, they dated back in the days in Academy of the Pacific days, and they dated in high school, and It took them so long, but they found each other again. Great love story. They're absolutely brilliant together. They're happy. The family looks happy. So again, congratulations, Nicole and Chris, for finding that true love again. I just broke my pen. For finding your true love again. Again, there's good things happening around the world. Just that sometimes we focus on the wrong things, or the bad things. So
right.
Nicole said we bred venomous reptiles as a business. We had over 250 venomous snakes, including rattles, cobras, baboon vipers. Holy crap. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. I didn't know you can breed venomous reptiles as a business. I thought that you can only do non-venomous, like say boa, like, ball head boas or something like that. I didn't know you can. Wow.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I
so there's another reason why I don't think I would have gone to her house.
don't.
I love snakes. Um, I like the ones that like constrictors and all that. But anything that can puncture my skin and basically make my skin fall off and make me die, I don't like it.
Right.
I've never been bitten. Have you been bitten by a snake before,
No, I don't plan to
Mister
either.
Cool? Mister Cool, have you been bitten by a snake before? Um, I there's a indoor swap meet here in Vegas that
Mhm.
has non-venomous snakes, Gila monsters, bearded dragons, all that kind of stuff. And back in the days, I used to go to that. When my mom then would take us to Vegas just for a
Right.
vacation. And I was holding a small. It was like a yellow and orange,
Hmm.
like I guess like a baby constrictor or whatever,
Right.
ball hit. I don't know what they call it, ball something. Um, and yeah, like it took a bite into my finger,
Right.
and I knew that if I like freaked out, it would just rip my finger because their teeth are like this,
Right.
right? So I kind of was like, dude, I told the guy like he's biting me, and he's like, oh okay, and so he kind of wiggled it a little bit. He let go. I had a little bit of blood, but it didn't hurt. Um, but yeah, that's my snake story. So okay, so she says it all depends on your local laws. We need we need for venom labs. Oh, okay, okay. So I guess like in order to get anti venom,
Right.
you actually need venom from the snake that you need anti venom from.
Right.
So I guess yeah. Well, there you go.
Well, it
I
makes
mean, if
sense.
you're knowledgeable about so
That's
with
why
that,
I was wondering, like, why would you breed venomous snakes? But I guess yeah, you need anti venom, so you need the venom from the snakes to make the anti venom. So it makes sense.
makes sense. I was thinking maybe you go black market and like all those rednecks in freaking Louisiana. You know, I want a cobra. We only got rattlesnakes and moccasins. I want a cobra. So, but yeah, they bred for labs. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's interesting as shit, but nah, not my kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I
Yep.
can, like honestly, man, I'm so selfish. Like I think that's one of the reasons why I don't get a dog is because I can't just leave it here when I go to Arizona. I can't just leave it here when I go visit you guys in San Diego, and I can't take it with me all the time. I'm just so selfish that way. But I love dogs. Love dogs. Uh, Cats are okay. I can deal with certain ones. Like Chase had two cats that I absolutely adored. Um, but they're gone now. But yeah, I can't even take care of Siamese fighting fish. So oh well. Nicole has never been bitten by a snake, which is a good thing because if you did, they're all venomous in your house. Um, so yeah. And Nicole just broke our record of 100 messages today from Restream chat. So thank you, Nicole. No, I'm glad that she tunes in every week. Because I know I got friends out there that say they support the show. Oh yeah, yeah, I
Right.
heard that one time. We did 42 shows, but you heard like maybe 3 minutes of one show because it was Lanai.
Right.
Um, so thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. So, but anyway,
Right.
what are your plans for the rest of the week?
Um, I work actually on Thursday and Saturday, so
So
um,
we're at schedule.
yeah, I gotta do that. So let's see, Thursday and Saturday at work, and what is tomorrow?
What are you doing
Wednesday.
Friday?
Friday I'm off, so I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I still don't want to like go out to a lot of places because I don't know, I still don't trust it. Even though like everything's starting to reopen, I see all the bars in Vegas. I see
Yeah, yeah.
some of the DJs out there starting up with their gigs, so I'm just like, ooh, okay, that that doesn't sound
Well,
right, but
I know that I mean, it's Friday.
Mhm.
I know you got to do your stream in the morning. And do you have a stream at night for Friday? I don't remember.
No, not. I don't have a regular stream on Friday or
Okay.
Saturdays. But I might do like a pop up if I'm not doing it. If I'm not doing anything, most times I just do a pop up, and if I'm not doing anything and I'm not working and we're not doing any family thing, then I figure I might as well just jump on and you know see who's out
You,
there.
it'd be kind of. I mean, just suggestion because I don't live with you anymore. But because you don't have a Friday stream,
Hmm.
I mean, do some research. See what's in the rural areas where you live. Dude, that's scary. See where there's rural areas where you live. Like, for example, if you go to I don't know, where's that place that I broke down in Mead?
Where?
The
Me?
place that my Equinox broke down.
Hemet?
Huh?
Hemet? No, it wasn't Hemet.
It was
It was.
before, after him, before him. Well, anyway, a rural area like that, they actually have like theme park, not really like boomers, that kind of place, or like mini golf kind of places. Take
Yeah.
the family mini golfing, man. You know what I mean? Just that you got to do it where there's like nobody there.
Right.
You can't do it like downtown San Diego, dude. Your face mask things are scary right now.
I'm getting ready for
Jeez,
Halloween, so. Oh, here is this more
right?
patriotic for you then? It's a little bit more patriotic.
Oh, there you go. Wait, is it over your nose? So, like, because I was thinking to myself, there's a lot of places in Vegas that I could go and get coronavirus, or I can go to this place in Vegas that just opened. Well, it's been around for a while, but they reopened up called the Las Vegas Farm.
Really?
And you know me and farm animals. Um, and it's like a petting zoo where there's goats and cows and horses and all this kind of stuff. Uh, I think they got a couple of kangaroos
Where is
and
it
all that.
located?
It's like maybe 30 minutes out of Vegas.
Uh,
So basically, like if you're going to um,
Valley of Fireway?
yeah, well, I don't know if it's that way, but it's about 25 minutes. So yeah, 30 minutes. Um, but it's in farm area,
Uh huh.
you know, so you're not congested with a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Um, it's too bad you guys don't have like a. I mean, there's so many Native American casinos and everything. Too bad that you guys don't have like a reservation where you can go and pop fireworks. Maybe that's something you can look up. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Possibly. I'm not sure though. I don't know about in California, but never know. Anything's possible on.
but
Uh,
especially now when there's fires all over the place,
right.
like nope, we're shutting that shit down. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, if you guys had one over there, I mean, you're literally burning money, but
Right.
it's fun. Or I mean, okay, so there's a few places that I noticed that especially in Hawaii that they're opening up theaters again, like movie theaters.
Really?
Yeah, like Hawaii, they're opening up. Limited. You got to space yourself out, all that blah blah blah. Um, and like that movie with Russell Crowe called Unhinged or something like that, that came out in theaters.
Uh huh.
Um, so there's actual options to go see movies, and then now they're using it kind of like that. Remember that dollar theater uh, in Restaurant Row back in the days,
Right.
where they're
Right.
older movies? They're
Right.
doing that too. So maybe some of the theaters in California are open.
Maybe.
Make it a
Maybe.
popcorn night
Never
just to get out of the house. So when is
know.
Nana coming back?
I think we're gonna get her on Sunday. We're gonna drive out to Oxnard and pick her up. So that's the plan for Sunday. So I'm working Thursday, Friday, not sure. Saturday I work, and Saturday is like, whoo, I gotta work a
Triple.
long shift. Yeah, like it's 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah, because I took a double shift. Because usually they split it 2 4-hour shift, but you know me, I'm like, let me get that double.
Go get it.
Gotta get that money where you can get it. So
Right? There's that, but also you already drove an hour and a half to get there. You might as well just stay for both shifts and call it a night. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's why I'm just like, just let me get that double. So I'm just like, I think I still get a half hour break in between. So you know what I'm saying? I take 4 hours, take a half hour break, and then I probably get like 3.5 hours after that. So
Right on. And then Sunday you go pick her up.
yeah, we'll do a family drive out there, pick her up, probably get some lunch somewhere. Probably they're gonna want to get strawberries and whatnot or whatever it is.
Now, now that you mentioned the strawberries,
Right.
I have to say, Oxnard has the most sweetest, most insanely juicy strawberries I've ever had in my entire God given. Holy crap! Like the time we went out to Ojai,
Right.
yeah, Ojai, we sat in the stream. Like people don't understand that I don't like frogs and I don't like lizards at all. But there's a little frog about the size of my thumb, like that big.
Right.
He was like chilling with me on the rock. And normally I'd freak out, dude. Normally I'd be like, okay, I'm out of here. I'll meet you on the street. I'll be walking away. So when you guys are ready, just pick me up on the way home. But I was just chilling with this frog on the rock. Anyway, not
Yeah.
the point. The point is, on the way back, grandma or mom or
Right.
Lydia, if you want to call her that,
Hmm.
she's like, no, we gotta get strawberries. I'm like, there's strawberry fields next, by your house
Right.
where the Mel's is and all that stuff, And I was like, these are just strawberries. What's wrong with you? And in the car, I refused to have one. I'm like, nah, I'm good. We got home, and I finally tried a strawberry. Dude, I could have whacked that whole like $30 basket. I could have just gave myself strawberry diarrhea, dude. It was so good. So yes,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it is good. I gotta admit.
I don't know what it is. I mean, then again, Oxnard is known for crack and drugs and all that. Get in the water, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what
But,
it is.
I have no idea. It's so good. Have you tried it? Did you try it?
Yeah, I tried it
Oh,
many a time. Like, I'm not a big
that's-
fruit person, but I mean, it's good.
yeah, me neither. Me
Mm.
neither. If I do, I get like the watermelon,
Hmm.
the honeydew, and what's the green one?
Honeydew.
Okay, so there's honeydew, watermelon, and the orange one. What is that called?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Like that mix that you get
Yeah.
at Walmart. I would get that.
Hmm.
I'm not a big strawberry guy. I'm not a big grape guy. I'm not even whatever. But dude, those strawberries are insane. So when you go up there, take the family up there, do your thing. Make sure you get yourself some of those strawberries, bro. It's ridiculous. See, if you didn't have a stream early Monday morning, I'd say why don't you just take a day, rent a motel or something, and just enjoy your time in Oxnard. Because not everything is ghetto there, right?
I guess there's areas, you know, what I mean, from Ventura, but yeah, but we got the dogs here, and then if everybody goes with us, then that's
So
the hard part about having pets.
yeah, basically you gotta go. You gotta go back.
That's the hard part.
Okay. My cousin used to run the factory outlets in Alpine. I don't know what that means.
Randomness.
In Alpine, like as in
Yeah,
Colorado?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm
I
not
guess
sure.
so.
Outlets in Alpine? I don't know. Where did that come from? What were we talking about? Oh,
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Mitch was like, my
very-
cousin used to run the factory outlet in Alpine. Maybe it's
Yeah.
because they're talking about Colorado Springs.
oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but
But-
let us know what you're talking about. Oh, in San Diego, there's factory outlets in Alpine. Well, there's Alpine like on the way out of, or just random. I know. So I'm talking about like something about. I need to find out if KFC in New Zealand is different than what we get in the U.S.
Who said that?
Mitch.
Okay, wait. Say what he said again.
Yeah, I need to find out if KFC in New Zealand is different than what we get in the U.S.
Dude, okay. So, di- I know I don't know why I'm talking so much. Maybe because whatever. But so there's a thing about New Zealand and about like the Polynesian rugby teams from New Zealand, from Fiji, from Samoa,
Right.
that they have a very strict diet. They're part of a professional team. They go around the world. They beat the shit out of each other and they win games.
Right.
So, um, in the documentary, they, I think there was Fiji
Hmm.
that that said we were on a very strict diet. We could have got kicked off the team, but we're so addicted to the KFC down the road that we'd go to KFC, smuggle it back in, and share like 2, 3 buckets of this stuff.
Hmm.
So KFC in New Zealand too, they're like, man, we love KFC so much that we're willing to just risk our careers. Dude, it's hilarious. That's hilarious, Mitch. You're funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I just
you
think,
don't know?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just because he has that KFC from one of the DJs from New Zealand, and it's one of their
uh,
emotes. So they always talk about different foods over there. It's weird. They're
KFC.
like, like how things can
Now
be
I'm
so
gonna get a
different.
craving for KFC.
I
Son
haven't
of a
eaten. I
bitch.
haven't eaten KFC in like I
Me
kind of like
too.
it. Like people rather have like Popeyes and churches or what else they have. I mean, I
Popeyes,
kind of
churches.
I kind of like the blend of the original herbs, 11 herbs and spices or whatever it is, whatever they call it. I kind of like it.
Do you like original or extra crispy?
I like both. Like I like extra crispy personally because I like the skin.
Yeah.
I like munching on it, but most people don't. So I just
I
usually
like KFC.
mhm.
Um, I needed to learn what a hot wing was,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
arguing with the guy, no, I just wanted like 20 hot wings. Like, the ones that look like wings. Like, well, we only sell them by like 2 piece at a time. No, I
Mhm.
wanted 20. What happened to the 20? Well, that's the hot wings. Yeah, but I don't want the hot wings. I want the wings. I'm an idiot.
Mhm.
But, um, so yeah, like, yeah. Okay, so churches to me is a little bit too greasy.
Mhm.
It's low quality chicken. The skin, crispy. I like that. Um, the KFC is 2.2 miles. Right, you can walk that, dude. Um, Popeyes to me is the best because of the spiciness of it. Because I like the strips because it's crunchy and it's real meat. Like it's not like put together like processed. It's actual strips of chicken. The chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken sandwich. I gotta admit, dude, the hype was worth it, dude. That hype for that sandwich is insane. But it's actually one of the best chicken sandwiches ever. And
Yeah,
then,
it's good, but I mean, I wouldn't
I
have
mean, I
waited
wouldn't
like
stand like
hours in line. Like I got it like after the hype. I spent maybe like 10 minutes in line. It's worth like 10, 15 minutes in line. It didn't worth like 2 hours in
maybe
line.
like for me, it's worth the wait to get to the window.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd stay like get in like a 4 hour line. Dude. Screw that. Um, what chicken I don't like is Jollibee. Have you had the Jollibee's chicken?
I think I tried it once or twice. I don't really care for anything at Jollibee. I don't like. I don't know what's up with that sweet spaghetti. I don't know. Like it's a like Filipino thing. I think.
Yeah, Filipino spaghetti is like they put a banana sauce in it, and which is a sweet kind of ketchup,
Right.
and they put like sliced hot dog in it and all that. Yeah, I don't like Jollibees. I know it's supposed to be Filipino and all, but I can do without it. Oh, um, the chicken is low quality. It's greasy. Like when you bite into it, you just feel gross.
Right.
So I wouldn't recommend it. But that's up to me. Some people like it. Dude, you miss Pioneer Chicken? Mitch, he says Pioneer Chicken. Holy crap! There's actually a Pioneer Chicken still open in L.A. in Los Angeles, and we went there, and I spent like $60 buying everybody. I was so because we were doing a Comic Con, and I did really well that day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was feeling it, man. I was feeling good, and Quincy was like, "Dude, there's a Pioneer Chicken." It's like, "What? No, there isn't." He's like, "Dude, here, Pioneer Chicken." I was like, "Holy crap, yeah, GPS that shit." And so we went there. Can I get this? Can I get that? What do you want? Can I get this? What do you want? And I spent over $60 on chicken, dude.
I'm looking right now. I haven't had Pioneer Chicken so long that I forget what it tastes like.
Dude,
I don't think I even like. I remember we saw it in L.A. like near that bougie mall a couple times, but we never stopped. Remember?
yep, yep.
But I'm looking right now online. They said there's one in Bell Gardens. I don't know how far that is from me, but like I remember it. We had one in Hawaii, right? There's one in Hawaii back in the day.
I think Byron's, was it Byron's that had Pioneer Chicken in it?
No, there's like an actual Pioneer Chicken spot.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. There was an actual Pioneer, but I think Woolworths
Oh,
in Kahala Mall. I remember the sign, the wagon.
right.
It was the like the recipes that they use was the Pioneer Chicken recipes. So okay, so
Awesome.
Nicole was like, years ago, KFC had a chicken sandwich with it, had two fried boneless chicken breasts as the bun with the bacon and the cheese sandwich in between. It was, oh man, what was it called, dude? I remember that. I
What
remember
was that?
eating that. It was crazy.
Oh, KFC. Oh, I
You remember
forget.
what it was? I think it
No,
was called the double down or the
double.
double play or something.
Yeah,
Like,
double
something.
down, maybe something like that. See, I'm reading
Yeah.
this thing like it says about Pioneer Chicken. It says Pioneer Chicken American. It was restaurant chain was founded in Echo Park, Los Angeles in 1961 by H.R. Kaufman. But it said during the 70s, several locations operated in Honolulu on the island of Oahu in the 70s. 70s.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought I remember one by like somewhere around W&M area, City Mill on Wailai. Like remember there
I
was
think
remember that City Mill was like a PNP or something. PNP like
yeah.
it was like a supermarket, but it's called like PNP or something.
I remember. Yeah. See, only people from that area would know.
I don't even know what PNP is anymore, but I just remember I think it's a supermarket, right?
Yeah, it was like kind of like a
Like a food
pay
van
less,
or no?
pay and save,
Oh, okay.
that
I,
kind of.
I just remember the name. I have no idea what they sold in there. That's how old school it is. But yeah,
Okay, yeah. So Woolworths had their own chicken, but Mitch said that Pioneer was in Kahala. Yeah, Kamiki area.
um,
So
I wonder where. Yeah, I know Woolworths had good chicken too. I used to like it, even though they used to put it under that big sun lamp and would probably sit there for like a couple hours.
the big sun lamp.
It still tasted good though to me. Yeah.
I think
To
it's even
me,
better.
but to
Marinate
me,
in
to
the oil.
me, to me, Baka
To
was
me,
good.
to me, dude. It was better that it sat there for a couple of hours until you got off school.
Uh-uh.
Because now it's marinating in all that oil and grease, just sitting there getting all dried up. Right,
That's why it was so crisp. That's why it was so
you're making
crunchy.
me hungry, dude, for real.
Jeez, I hate that because I do fast. I still doing my fast from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So,
Oh,
whoo, that's why I try to go sleep after that. After that,
that's
I try to
rough,
drink
dude.
water and stuff. Yeah, I try not to eat late. I haven't been going on my walks. I've been slipping on my walks because I've been trying to get Jazzy to walk with me, like because she's supposed to do like PE, so we're trying to get her to walk, and like
Yeah.
so she's supposed to walk every other day. Like we go like 30 minutes. Sometimes she even walks 45 minutes, but like lately she's been like, I don't want to go, and then if she don't go, then I don't go, and then. But
Well,
now
that's the point.
I gotta start again.
It's just a maker goal.
Yeah, but then it turns into a whole escapade where gotta stop 50 million times because she says her knee hurts, but it doesn't, and then
Right.
she gotta take a break, and then we wind up 45 minute, wind up being like an hour and a half, and then it's like too much time for me to invest in a walk.
Right. In order for the walk to work, you need to do it for the whole time.
Yeah, but
So
that's
that
what
hour and a half
She'll,
doesn't matter.
she'll sit down at a tree for like 5-10 minutes and not want to get up, and Okay, well, this doesn't work for me, so let's not do that anymore.
That's too bad. So, but all right. It's about 10:47, 10:50. Um, Man, we've been almost talking for 2 hours. See that again, Nicole's in the beginning, she was right. Like when we don't have a guest, we have a lot of topics that we can just jump
Mm.
here and there. I mean, look at it. We was talking about aliens and presidential debates and electoral colleges and Twitch and you know walking your daughter, like walking with your daughter, all this kind of stuff. I actually like these non-guest shows because we get to interact with a lot of people online, especially now that I have um, a laptop that I can put directly under the camera,
Mm-hmm.
or I can use the camera on my computer, so I
Right.
can actually type stuff and see what they're saying. Because before my computer's on the side, so I'm over here like this,
Mm-hmm.
talking like this with the big Barry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, to me, I like these. I still like um, the times when we have guests. Oh, conductor, choo choo. um, but yeah, I mean, like last week, I like when we had Tech on, it was just amazing to hear his voice again because I don't normally remember him talking all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but just the history that he went through in the Hawaii scene and how he became such a um, well-known person in the Hawaii DJ scene and on radio and all this kind of stuff. Um, and he's been working at Gap for like 11 years and nobody knew. In fact, I didn't even know that there's a Gap still there in Hawaii, dude. Like honestly, I think the last time I was like, okay, so there's Banana Republic, there's Old Navy downstairs where Woolworths used to be, which by the way, I missed that place. Dude, I used to go to Woolworths in Ala and like, okay, so my mom would go shopping everywhere. And I told her, meet me at the Airbrush place in Ala
Right.
in the Woolworths. Because I'd sit there and watch this guy, he's probably legendary, somebody knows his name,
Right.
and just doing, happy birthday, Alana, or congratulations, 2000, graduate, whatever. So, and I'd sit there for hours just watching this guy while eating either Baby Ruth or maybe a whatever I had. Dude, it was so. I used to love my life. I don't know what the hell happened, man. I'm so fat now because I eat Baby Ruths. That's why.
Oh.
So, but anyway, so I gotta look up like where exactly the Gap is. So next time I go to Hawaii, I can go. I like Gap. I want to go take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you go back to Hawaii, I don't know when that's gonna be. What is the first thing you're gonna do? What is on your itinerary when you go back to Hawaii? Pennywise,
I don't know.
are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you gonna do when you go back to Hawaii? The first thing you want to do?
Hey, I probably eat some stuff, and I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Probably eat a lot of things. That's
what's the
probably my number
one
one.
place out of all other places? Where's the one place you want to go eat first before anywhere else?
Whew, that's a rough one. That's a rough one.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're gonna eat other places,
Right.
but the first thing you get there, where you want to eat? What's up,
uh,
Quincy? Good to see you. Okay, go ahead.
it'll probably be either like because I used to live right by the two, either Zippies or Rainbows. I still like Rainbows Drive-In, no matter what. Yeah. So
I gotta admit,
I haven't eaten there. I don't know if the quality, like the last time, I think the quality was questionable, but um, I still like it. You know what I mean? It's like I lived like literally like a 2 minute walk from the place growing up. So
right? I think okay. So rainbows. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chili's. I mean, Zippies. Chili's. Zippies. Of course, you got to go to Zippy at least once while you're there.
right.
Chili with rice and chicken and all that stuff. But to be honest, man, I love Rainbow's chili. Their chili Frank plate, so good.
Hmm.
Their mixed plate, gravy all over, so good. Um, all rice, of course. I think the one place I would go before anywhere else
Right.
is kimchi too.
That's one of my spots too. That's what I was gonna say. That's one of the my faves. But I heard the Calbee is like $30 or something.
Well, yeah, if you
Mm.
get that $30 kalbi, now
Hey.
you can get the regular kalbi, which
Mhm.
is only 15. Or you
Well,
can get the mixed plate where you get the kalbi and the mandu and the mijin and the barbecue chicken and all that. Still only like 15-20 bucks. But yeah, there's a $40 kalbi that honestly would blow your mind though. You'd be like, dude, this is like the best steak I ever had.
uh,
um,
I gotta try it. I think Quincy was in here. He said, "What's up?" and then he said he'll be right back.
well, we're probably gonna end soon, but
Yeah. So,
we gotta say what's up to Brent, one of my friends in Hawaii. You know, he's a great artist. I love his work. So detailed and so compact with so much personality. I love Brett's stuff. Um, you know, especially when he like draws all of us all together. And it's
right.
like you gotta look for your face. You gotta look for there I am. Then you gotta look for your character. Oh, there's my comic character. Who are we fighting? Oh, Thanos. And dude, he's an amazing artist. I love him.
Mm.
Um, but yeah. Okay. So other than food, what would be the first thing you want to do other than food?
Other
You
than
go,
food, that's a hard one. Other than food, I don't know. Just kind of go check out the beaches, hang out, drive around the island. Uh,
right.
nothing too major. Nothing, just more relaxed. Visit the family, and
So
that's
yeah.
about it.
Well, I got maybe two or three things. The first thing I'd want to do, of course, you visit family and everything. Visit friends, Jax and Stacy and their family, and my mom and my nephew and all that. But what I'd love to do is go during the time when the sunflower patch is blooming, because down by the North Shore area, they have these sunflowers, like huge, tall, 8-foot sunflowers,
Hmm.
and somebody made a big patch of it where you can go take pictures and all that. So I wouldn't mind visiting that. Um, but what I want to do is save enough money where me and my friends and all my family and all that stuff can do well, it's kind of a luau thing kind of thing. We'll go to Polynesian Cultural Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I haven't done since when I was a kid.
Hmm.
And every year I go back, every maybe 6 months or to a year, I'll go back to Hawaii for free comic book day at Other Realms, Other Realms comics and game specialists.
Hmm.
Um, I'll go there, but I'm so busy when I'm there doing conventions, doing, signings, doing all this stuff that I never even thought about going to the Polynesian Cultural Center. Like, keep in mind, I mean, nowadays I think it's like $60 or $100 to get in or whatever it is, because they got the luau together with it and everything, and you
Right.
get in the boat and they show you, oh look, there's Fiji, oh there's Samoa, American Samoa, there's all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I haven't been there in so long that I totally don't remember it. So, um,
Yeah, I think
and Bray's like, I've never been there. He's down. So next time I go there, I'll, come with us. So,
last time I went, I was gonna go, but we didn't wind up going. I
didn't
think
didn't you go yeah?
was that.
Didn't you guys go to Sea Life Park?
Yeah, I went to the luau at Sea Life Park, but I think we were gonna go to um, Polynesian Cultural Center. I think who had the hookup? Was it Elite? DJ Elite? See the guy?
Yeah,
I remember.
probably.
I forget. It was
Probably.
somebody we knew that I hit up, and they said they had the kind of the link into there to get some good prices on going. So, but we didn't wind up going there. We wound up going to the Sea Life Park one. So
I mean, the Sea Life Park one looks good too, though. You know what I mean? The luau on the grass, and of course you get to see the dolphins and the wallfin.
uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah, it's so weird because you go to like Sea Life Park and it's just like 3 minutes and they're like, okay, When you've been to like SeaWorld and all these other places, it's like, okay, where's the rest of this place?
Right? You're like, okay, so I saw the turtles.
Did
I
it?
saw the baby turtle. Uh, is there anything else? No, sit down and eat. Okay. So, the last time I went to a luau, it was me and my friend, well, Jax, and we took uh, Jesus Christ, Joe Benitez, another comic legend in the industry, because
Right.
we were all doing the um, Amazing Comic Con, and we took him and my friend Abigail Page, and they got up on stage. They were dancing. Dude, it was such a great time. Now, keep in mind, I think we went to either Jermaine's Luau or something like that.
Right.
But I had to kind of like have a focus like this
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much lizards everywhere.
Oh,
Like,
okay, gotcha.
you know what I mean? Like because it's at night, so the fire dancing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But where the food was, like it was basically a hut, a big hut. So there's lizards there. I had to go pee in the bushes, but I knew that there was like lizards in the bushes. I was like, oh my god! But it was good. I had a good time. So, yeah. Well, Brett, I don't think I'm gonna be going to Hawaii anytime soon, dude. Yeah, like right now everything's kind of closed still. But yeah, I'm not going to Hawaii for a while. But when I do, Polynesian Cultural Center and Kimchi too. Paradise. That's the one we went to. Thank you, Jax. But yeah. Oh, kimchi too. See, the thing is, the Yummy Grill that I just found out about this place. It's been there for a while, but I just found out about it because I was driving around. I went to Five and Below on Eastern and by the Target on Eastern and Silverado Ranch.
Right.
And just so happens I saw this place. I said, you know what, dude, let's check it out. And they had meat gin on the menu. I said, okay, I'm going to eat meat gin today, apparently. So, yeah. And their sauce for the meat gin is really good. Their meat gin slices are nice and tender and everything. In fact, man, I got to go eat there tomorrow, for Christ's sakes. But, yeah, it was great. We had beers at Cherokee on Sunday after the con. Yeah, no, dude. Brett, Joe Benitez, he's a cool ass dude, man. He's down to earth, very humble. Of course, his work, his comic book stuff, and all that speaks for itself. But yeah, we got Mike Sato from Enjoy Comics, former guest of Aloha State of Mind podcast. Get it? Get it?
I don't think they get it. You gotta explain it.
You get it. But yeah, so we got Mike Sato, former member, guest of Aloha State of Mind podcast. Hopefully, we can get him on later on, in a future podcast, because again, there's so many things happening in the world that comics have been a forefront, since back in the days. Back when you see, like politically and globally and controversially, you see comics as a forefront, like Captain America hitting Hitler, stuff like that. When you had openly gay characters in comics before the military, don't ask, don't tell, and all that stuff. And then now you got Eric Larson with, Savage Dragon saying, I support Biden, it's been around, but yeah, anyway. So thank you, Mike, for stopping by. I mean, you stopped by at like literally like the last minute that we're probably going to be on the show this time. Mark, do we have anybody scheduled for next week?
Nope, nobody yet. I haven't.
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't found anybody.
Well, Nicole actually put together a list for me of people that she said would be pretty interesting to get on the show from Hawaii. And a lot of them, I knew some of them. Like my friend Ron, him and his family own Kenny's Drive-In. Remember Kenny's?
Yeah.
and he's an entrepreneur, like a worldwide entrepreneur now that invests in a lot of different things and stuff like that. We got. She mentioned Gary Owens was interested in doing our show. He is a professional skateboarder, surfer, all that kind of stuff. So that could be something to look forward to. Um, yes, my God, it's the forefront of social issues in mainstream. So again, comics did a lot for that. Thank you, Brett, for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Hawaii time. Everybody else got to figure it out. So, oh yeah, dude, if we could get DJ Taco, that would be awesome, man. I mean, he's got a lot of history. Um, him and I was never officially a Bum Squad member, but I used to hang out with them like we're here in Vegas. So Taco would be cool to get on. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah. How you doing over there, Mr. Cool?
My butt's getting sore, so that means it's almost 11 o'clock. Must be 11 o'clock. I need a new chair. That's what I think I need. I think I wore this one down to the cushion's flat already.
The poster ready.
No.
Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock. That means we've been on for 2 hours just killing time. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Even if you joined in late, thank you so much for stopping by. Go on over to Twitch if you can. So what is it? Twitch.com/American Podcast. No, Podcast.
Twitch.tv. I'll put it again. I'll put the link again in there.
Yeah, put it in again.
If you're on
if
Twitch,
you can get on Twitch, that'd be cool. If you can subscribe to YouTube, that'd be cool. Let all your friends know. If they don't, then what you can do is get 3 pigs and spray paint 1, 2, and 4 and let it loose on their property. So, but yeah. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know either.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Gary Owen said that he would do it. We just got to get in contact with him. I'll get in. Thank you, Nicole. I'll see if I can get in contact with him later. I got to do a lot more research because honestly, I'm a homebody and I draw and I do nothing. So I really got to see what he does. I mean, I went to his Facebook already and he's a very active person. So got to see what he does and all that stuff. So.
Yep.
But yeah. All right. Again, I want to thank everybody, and I want to give a shout out again to a friend of mine that passed away today, Chandler Rice. We will love you and miss you forever. If you ever knew him, you know that his spirit was always smiling, always. Well, he wasn't always smiling. If you piss him off, it's like kicking a bear, dude. You don't want to do that. But on the other days or on the other half an hours or whatever. He's a great guy. He was a great person to know, and I'll miss you forever. And that's it for me.
All right. Let's just make it a wrap. Thank you for joining us. Once again, Aloha State of Mind podcast happens every single Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard, 6 p.m. in Hawaii time. So definitely tune on in. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook. Yeah, we're on Facebook. We just don't stream on the Facebook yet. YouTube and now on Twitch. So even more reason to go sign up for Twitch. We're going to be streaming on there as well. So no excuses not to listen on in. Tell a friend and to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we will definitely be on every single Tuesday night. Well, unless something happens or just we lazy, then we won't. But but most times we will. I just try to be honest, Most times we on.
Too much stuff. I like just take a break.
We've been on 40-something weeks, so we'll be here. So be sure to tell everyone, and we'll just certainly try and get a great forum and a great lineup of guests coming up in the near future. So definitely, if you have suggestions for our guests, feel free to drop them in Freeze Facebook or our Aloha State of Mind podcast Facebook. If you have any suggestions, like Nicole did, we thank you for that. We're always looking for people to talk to, and like it might not be someone who we think of, you know what I mean, I know of, So you guys might have a little bit more insight, and we want you guys to be more involved. So definitely drop us a line if you think someone who's doing great things would be great on this podcast. Just let us know. All right, that's about it. You ready?
Okay.
You ready to head on out?
I'm ready to head on out. I'm gonna go. I know you can't,
Yeah, I'm not.
but I have a tradition that I go grab food after this. I might go to Roberto's or something like that. Give me some carne asada fries.
Hmm.
No guacamole, no pico de gallo, and that's it.
All right, let's call it a wrap for tonight. Thank everyone in the chat. I just see Jason, Mitch, as always. Who else is there? Michael, and I don't know what was it. Dustin was here. Everyone else who chimed in a little bit earlier. We appreciate you guys, and we want you guys to stay safe. And till next time, we wish you guys nothing but peace, love, and of course, aloha. We'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great one.
Wherever you are, you're living aloha. Wherever you go, your soul is aloha. Wherever you've been, you're living aloha. A part of yourself is always aloha. Aloha is a state of mind. Aloha is a state of mind. Aloha is a state of mind. Aloha is a state of